I'm moving my website from WordPress to Shopify, and how will it affect my SEO? I'm running a small business, and our current website is built on WordPress and hosted with SiteGround. We're now thinking of moving our website to Shopify, but I'm worried about how this could affect our existing SEO work and rankings. Any advice about this type of a move?
Hey, it's Steve here. Just a quick heads up before we get into the answer to smash that like button. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Your likes really help my channel grow, and you'll be the first to know when I drop new videos. Now, let's get to that answer. So I've done that once before in the past because of the platform, right? So WordPress and SiteGround, love it. We use it ourselves. That's what we're on. We're on SiteGround and WordPress too. And obviously, I appreciate both of those platforms. I do love WordPress because of its ability to be customized and all the different plugins for optimization, SEO, for technical, all the different ways in which you can do that. When you move to a platform like Shopify, you're kind of locked in for the most part about what they offer, what they do. That's true of any of the big platforms out there. A lot of them, I remember we used to use one called, I think it was Felusion or something. It was horrible. But there's pros and cons, right? So if you're crushing in rankings right now for your keyword phrases on your WordPress site, well, unless there's a really damn good reason why you want to move to Shopify, I wouldn't do it, But if all you're getting found for is like your brand name on your WordPress site, but you have all this additional value that you might get at Shopify, like, you're going to get all the product information, you get tax information at the end of the year, you get the ability to, have, to take money in from that, all the other variations of products and colors and whatnot, it's just an easier platform to build on. And you feel like there's going to be value, or maybe it's going to cost you less money to use it, or you feel like it's going to be easier for you to maintain it yourself rather than hiring out, then, there's always going to be pros and cons. Now, if you are going to make the move that way and you are ranking really well currently, well, you got to be careful. You have to make sure that, you're bringing over your content into the new site. You want to try to, if you're going to keep your URLs as much the same as possible. If it's not possible, you have to make sure you've got the ability to create those 301s to transfer from old URL, to new URLs on Shopify. I'm not sure about how Shopify does 301 or 404 redirects. Again, best bet is to go to Google and say, what's the best way to optimize to do SEO on a Shopify website? And they'll tell you. I've done it before. Lots of different things out there in which you can do. Again, you're going to be limited by whatever Shopify allows. That being said, lots of people are on Shopify. Shopify crushes in a lot of different ways. And like anything else, if you're selling something that everybody else is selling too, well, then you're going to have to differentiate yourself with quality content, with good quality links, with, maybe some awesome social media stuff that you're putting out there, videos, do something different or expand on what you're doing versus what someone else is doing. Don't copy like manufacturer descriptions of your products, write your own, add value to those things as well. So, again, why are you moving? Like, what's the impetus to move, And if moving has more value in the long run, then go for it. If moving is just going to cause you more problems or potentially cause you to lose revenue, then don't do it, right? So you have to weigh that balance. Where are you going to be best served in making the move? And then be sure, if you are ranking well, that you're bringing over whatever titles or descriptions that you can bring over your headings and so on. If you can, just try to make it as close to, contextually, content-wise, and whatever SEO is already there. Look at your speed. Like, you got to make sure your speed is okay. We did it for a client a long time ago. They sold Fuda towels, Turkish towels, basically. And we did it for them because it was becoming a mess on WordPress and WooCommerce. They also had they would go out to like several different places around town and actually have inventory that they would sell directly to the public, right? They weren't on the shop. They were actually physically in place. And they could use Shopify as a POS type system to reduce inventory when they hit it. So here's what I've got. And inventory would come down so that it would kind of work hand in hand with what they had online. So there definitely are going to be benefits to moving to a custom platform designed specifically for selling product than WordPress, which is, again, will be, you can do that for sure, but it takes more integration. Shopify kind of thing eases that. So just figure out what your best bet is, what the potential is for losing out. Are you willing to take a hit for a little while? Because typically you are going to take some kind of a hit. But if all your other stuff is still in place, if your links are still good, same the URL, or at least you have the ability to forward URLs from their old to the new, you shouldn't have too much of a major impact for too long anyway. Hope that helps.